Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
Hi, David Odell here with Odell Complete Concrete. Today we're going to focus on a new paver patio. All this existing concrete is going to come out, and the type of paver we're going to be using is made by Belgard. It's called the Catalina Grana paver. It's a three-piece pattern, and the color is Victorian.
Get the studs on site already.
Yeah.
Bo and Jim. First day actually, so
yeah.
We're about to take them through hell. We're taking out concrete.
Easy work.
We'll see about that. I'm gonna keep my head cam on today. So.
We got Jimmy and Bo on the job. This is Bo's first day, and initially thought it was going to be a pretty easy day, but as he got towards the end of the day, well, actually this ended up being his last day. He didn't come after this, but gave it a shot.
How's those wheelbarrows runs going?
Pretty good so far.
I'm not tired, huh?
No, bro, easy. Okay, ready. He's ready today.
He came mentally prepared.
There's really not much room getting around this house with any equipment, so at this point it's easier just to remove it by hand. That's a 20-pound sledgehammer and a breaker bar. Really nice combination for breaking out concrete, especially concrete that doesn't have reinforcement in it. If it has reinforcement, then you need to break out a jackhammer.
Dang, you're actually sweating, putting in work.
The nice thing about it is it's downhill, taking the loads. Takes a little while to get used to pushing a wheelbarrow with a load in it, especially if you don't really balance them well. On this side yard, in the previous video to this was actually the side yard pour, and then before that we had the retaining wall going in.
Alright, here it is, all filled up. How was it, Bo?
Hey, easy work, man. Easy. I live for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so easy. Oh man, concrete's easy work, man. Yeah. Easy money.
Easy.
Woo!
Yeah, if you're not used to it, it's pretty brutal actually, unless you do it, on a daily basis, just like anything. Now that the concrete's out, bringing the mini skid to take a lot of excess dirt out of here, because with pavers, it's not, you have to have enough base underneath it to support the pavers. It's not like concrete will hold itself together versus a paver needs a stable base underneath it. So it's going to get about 4 inches of road base under it, compacted. And right here, before they continue grading, they're going to establish elevations, and everything comes off the weep screed of the house, which starts at 1 inch below weep screed in this case. You can go further, but you can't. You can go further down, but you can't go further up. Now the cross slope on this paver patio is going to be 2% slope. That's 1/4 inch per foot across.
So I'm transferring the benchmark. From the below the weep screed to the stake. Now these two marks I have marked are completely level, but I don't want that. I need slope. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this level, this line right here, down 2 inches, because we have 12-foot span. And like I always say, every 8 feet, you wanna go down about 1 inch, which will give you about 1% slope. and I'm going for about 2% slope right here in this for this patio. So I'm gonna go down 2 inches. All right, that would be the top of my pavers right there, and I need to be about 7 inches below that mark. 7 1/4, and that gives me room for base, sand, and the pavers themselves.
The reason we go a 2% for pavers is you need more slope because of all the small pieces and all the cracks. You need a little bit more slope. In case there is some movement, you're still safe. Now that the string line's up, it's a lot easier to grade it, and you can just eyeball it from the weep screed across to the line in this distance. Now the cross slope on this paver patio is going to be 2% slope. That's 1/4 inch per foot across. The reason we go a 2% for pavers is you need more slope because of all the small pieces and all the cracks. You need a little bit more slope. In case there is some movement, you're still safe. Now they've put some lines about every 10 feet across just to double check that they've got enough dirt out of here. That retaining wall back there, you can actually see that in the previous video going up. As you can see, there's already some post stirrups set for the freestanding patio cover. That'll be in the next part as well. Here's some weed fabric going in. And that kind of helps from the dirt mixing with the base, as well as weeds or something growing up through everything and then through the pavers. But I've found with pavers a lot of times the weeds will actually start from the top, from birds dropping seeds, dirt building up in the cracks, and then everything kind of starts to grow from there. So what you really need is something like Roundup. There's a 3/4 inch steel pipe they laid there just to rod off of to get it more accurate that way, the base.
All right, so we're putting in the base right now. I did wanted to show you guys really quick on how we do this. So we set our screening pipes down. You can get these at Home Depot or Lowe's. We have a 1/2 inch black iron pipe. What we do is Jimmy's grabbing the paver. He gets these set basically right below our string lines, and then he has to hit it down if the paver's not directly under our string line, because this is going to be the top of pavers. So we want to get this base and the pavers pretty much to exact, because once we compact, this base is going to go down another 1/2 inch. And you see that? That's basically right at the line. But we also have to make sure that that side down there is also packed down, and that's to the right height. So we're going to go down to this side. And you see that? That is a lot higher than our string line. So we're going to hit that pipe down into the base until it's below the string line. Sometimes you need to actually just lift the pipe and move the base, but this is, the counting technique is working today. And there it is, right to the height we need it. Now that this side is set, we have to go to our other string line down there and make sure that one's set. And you can see it's going to be good the whole way. Next thing we got to do is grab our screeding board right over there, and Shane and Jimmy are going to screed this area out. It makes it a little tricky with these posts in the way, but it's definitely still doable.
Ready?
Okay, low spot in the middle, guys. Let me get a shovel full. Yeah, okay, man. You're gonna make it.
See, bro, the heat gets to you.
Oh, man.
I'd rather work in the rain.
The rain?
I don't mind the rain.
That's very difficult to work in. Just kidding.
Ready? Alright.
A hole right there.
This whole corner.
Yeah, it's shame right here too a little bit.
Right in the middle.
Alright, and that's basically how you get your base set for pavers. Now we just gotta do that with sand.
The main thing when you're slamming those pavers down on the pipe is that your hand's not on top of the pipe where you're hitting the pipe. So once they screed off of those 3/4 inch steel pipes, then they compact, and then they can take those same pipes, put it on top of the compacted base, fill it up with sand right off of that. Now you have 1 inch sand that's consistent over everything. And then you're ready to start setting pavers. So before you compact, you'll want to saturate it really good, let it absorb for a few minutes, maybe even up to 30 minutes after if you put enough water on it. Let it soak in for a good 20-30 minutes, and then hit it with the plate compactor. That way that water penetrated all the way through. Now if you're doing a bigger lift of road base, what you want to do is process your base with water and mix it before even placing it, and then you're moving it around while it is wet, the entirety of it consistently. Then you get some really good compaction results. So what the water does really for compaction is it's acting as a lubricant, so that all the granules are sliding and slipping and fitting together as tight as possible. Now the sand is just 1 inch deep, so they're using a 3/4 inch steel pipe laid right on top of the base and just screed right off of that. Now you've got a nice flat sand base to start setting pavers off of.
Okay guys, we're screeding everything out right now. I did want to just kind of go over this tip again as we're doing the sand. I did show you a little bit ago as we were doing the base. Now we're doing the sand, and this is the more crucial part, so it has to be perfect so we get that right slope. So we got, get down, show right here. So we got our pipe laying on top of the sand. We got our paver height. This is my demo paver. I just use this one to beat everything up, the pipes up, to get them to the right height. Basically what I want them to be is right at the height of the string lines, like this. And I just want to go down, make sure that we're at the height all the way. Looks like it gets a little high right here. Not too bad actually. I just go down, I check the whole thing. Once I know it's all at the right height, which I know this one is because we just did this one, I make sure the other one is at the same height of the string lines. Once that's done, we get our 2x4 and we start screeding everything back. Pretty sweet and simple. And let's start screeding, Shane.
So if you like the beach, you're going to really enjoy doing this because you get the opportunity to work with a lot of sand. Alright, on these pavers you notice where we started right against the concrete that we poured in the previous video, because we lined that concrete up with the house. So if we line up the pavers with that, everything's going to work out straight with the house. We're starting with full pavers all the way down the side of the house, so there's no cuts along the house side. All the cuts will be on the outside edge. So in starting these pavers out, it's important to start with the right pattern. Also, you want to start closest to you and work your way off the top of the pavers. You don't want to disturb the sand. Once you get this pattern all the way from one side to the other and it's nice and straight, you double check it with the string, and once you get all the way across, then it gets real simple because you can just start slapping them against what you have. and it'll all stay the same throughout. But it never hurts to check every say 15 feet down the line, just to make sure everything's staying on. All the cuts on the edges, they'll go in last all at once. Once the entire field is set, then you can go around the perimeter and make all your cut-ins. On the outside edge of this entire patio, the final cut-ins will be set in concrete, and that's kind of what holds it all together from shifting and spreading. So there's many patterns that you can use that are available, and they're pre-made patterns for these size blocks, but there's many more patterns you can do, because you can customize. If you have CAD, you can put in a customized pattern of your own liking, and it'll give you the percentages of each size that you need to get that pattern. Now, if you want to see the freestanding patio go up, that'll be in the next part to this episode. So there goes the concrete in on the perimeter to lock everything in place.
Every inch and every crack.
Every nook, every cranny.
Want me to drop another bag down for you guys?
This is our fourth bag we're to use.
Oh, really?
We're on the fourth. We're just trying to use the one, like the sand nets.
Really utilize that together?
Yeah. Because I think that's what cool.
I think this should be good.
So all the polymeric sand went on, and now it's falling into the cracks and being vibrated and shaken into all cracks and crevices. And what they're using is just some cardboard to protect the pavers from scratching. They have rubber mats you can get for the bottom of them, but they're quite expensive. I think they're $600 for a piece of rubber to put on the bottom, but the cardboard works fine. Anyway, if you like these kind of videos, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button, that way you'll be notified as soon as we upload the next video. Thanks for watching.